So I don't think I need to do the walk around video again, right? So to watch the walk around video, I'll put in the links that I've done previously. And today I rushed to a Proton 4S center that is very far away. And this morning was just my sister's wedding, and I was sleeping at home, and then one of my team members said, "Hey Bobby, we're able to secure a test drive." Boom! Rush here for you guys, man. Alright, let's do this. Okay guys, this is the moment of truth. This car feels a lot like a European car. So the steering wheel feels really light and easy to steer.
And the steering is under the normal mode now. Also, there is a sporty steering wheel mode as well.
And then it will be heavier.
Slightly heavier for high speed.
Right. The car feels like a German car. It really feels like a German car. Okay, let's go into sport mode and see. Okay, these are not really good roads, but apart from feeling a little bit, everything was ironed out and it's quiet. Oh, just like a European car, yes. The wiper is on the right, the indicator is on the left. Okay.
Yeah, you can keep to your left.
Okay. This is the lowest seat setting, right?
I think so.
Okay. The seating position of this car is rather SUV-like. So it's not the type where you can go in and then drop yourself really low down like a sedan. There are some SUVs that allows you to do so. My XC90 allows that. So this one, you sit perched up high, which is a very SUV-like sitting position. This type of sitting position is very much like when you're sitting on your dining table, you know, or lounge chair. So it's comfortable for long distance. It allows you really good visibility. Oh, there's a Land Cruiser. Checking out my car. Yeah. It feels so German, from the indicators to the soundproofing. The soundproofing is excellent. Man. Oh. Soundproofing. Okay, the drivetrain. So far, I'm in sports mode. It feels really smooth. Open driver's side window.
Open the window driver's side.
Close driver's side window. Hi Proton. Close driver's side window.
Okay. Close.
Go straight,
Yes.
Alright, let's full throttle the car and see. Okay, the drivetrain is alright. 180 horsepower is there. Oh, wow. It reads everything. It's like, you know, be careful, this guy coming up from his lane. And continue. Now this is a very smooth, comfort-oriented transmission, the 6-speed auto. So it's not the sports-oriented one where it pops gear like pop, pop, pop. No, it's the really smooth going one, which I think is what everybody wanted. And this car did not set out to be the reigning handling champion of mid-size SUVs. It is not. So do not expect this to have the kind of agility like a CX-5, but CX-5 is a very tall order, so don't expect that. But I will say it feels more German than any CRV and all that, right? It has that planted long distance cruising kind of German car kind of feel. So this is the type of handling that I like. Sorry, I always speeding. They said 120 km/h speed limiter.
Just a pre-warning.
It's a pre-warning.
Yes, right? After that, then there is no more disturbance.
Okay. So it allows me to know that.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. This car is so high tech, man. Okay, suspension pliancy is good. This road has a lot of undulation. It is good. It absorbs everything in, and I would really think that this is a car that when you go long distance drive, highway and all that, and city drive, because it's very smooth. The drivetrain pairing is very smooth in city drives. Highway, stable. Oh my god. This car will remind me of all of my bad habits. It reads the lane, it reads the markers and all that.
And you can switch it off if you feel annoying.
Ah, I can switch it off. Nice, nice. There is a certain creaminess to everything that I'm feeling, you know. Be it the steering wheel, or the brake pedals, or the throttle pedal, everything, it doesn't feel like the you know, cheap cars you feel is loose and all that. Cheap cars, I mean, in this context, even Honda Cities or Vios, okay? In this context, this one no, this one feels properly dampened. You know, when you drive an expensive car, when you drive a Lexus, when you step on the throttle pedal, the brake pedal, everything feels dampened, everything feels well judged. That's how this car feels. Wow, wow. And soundproofing definitely beats a lot of car. Just now I was traveling fast, there are no visible wind noise, road roars. These are running on Contis. Okay, the suspension pliancy in terms of going through these sort of rough roads is nicer than my XC90. I explained before, my XC90 has air suspension. It will not be able to calculate as fast when it's sudden judgers and all that. But in the XC60 or the XC40, the mechanical suspensions, they can do that. They're pliant. BMWs as well, and this as well is pliant. I can't believe I'm saying this. It just feels like a premium car. You blindfold somebody, put him into this car, ask him to make wild guesses, let him touch the car, you drive around, he would answer you things like BMW, Mercedes, Audi, these type of cars, alright? But in terms of just now what I felt, I can tell that the setup of this car is really for city driving, highway driving, tidy handling, not sporty. It's tidy, but it's not sporty. It's not those handling whereby you have a fast steering rack, you have a very reactive front end, you know, the type of dynamic chassis is not that type, but it's tidy.
Now we can switch the steering to the dynamic or sport mode.
Oh.
The steering mode is normal now.
Yep.
We can switch it to sport mode.
Oh, so I can use the system to alter steering. What about the brakes?
Brake wise is like the AEB. It can be switched off.
Okay.
It can be switched on. Depends on the customer requirement.
Okay. Okay. So guys, in terms of engineering level, let me explain this, right? In terms of the level of engineering that this car is at, right, it is the same as those Audis with MMI, Volvo with sensors, BMW with iDrive. What do I mean by this? In car making, right, one of the hardest things is the CAN bus, where all the controls, how do you route the cables and all that? See, all this goes through a central ECU, and the central ECU is overlaid with software, all this, to be able to go to your infotainment screen and make your steering wheel heavier. Okay, it's noticeably heavier now, tighter. This is that type of engineering level that we're talking about. Wow, I'm happy with this car, man. Seriously, so comfortable. Oh, and the seats. It's not just the surface where it's finished in Napa. It's the support and all that.
Lumbar support.
Yeah, the lumbar.
On the premium.
Yep. So, if you bought an X70, you look at paper 180, and then on the highway you want to go and chase some dual clutch equipped VW Tiguan's, you know, 1.4 and all that. I think the Tiguan will be faster because this car feels very hefty, luxurious, heavy. Even the acceleration all is gradual, so definitely you can go high speed because it has, by right, horsepower is torque times RPM, right? So you will be able to have all that. It's just that this is not set up to let you throw corners and all that. So yeah, a very mature car, I would say. You know, Americans like to say China copied their stuff, right? Put a few Americans in here
to copy back.
Ask them to compare their American cars, the level of fit and finish. Yeah, no, compare.
Yeah.
My God.
This far away.
Yeah, man.
Too cool.
So if you bought an X70, anyone who buys an X70, they get 5 years of 1 GB data
every month.
So they use it to listen to songs.
Yeah.
search places, right?
Navigation.
Navigation, weather checking, and their app, their mobile app.
Yeah. And
Okay.
right now there is also some of the function that you can scan the QR code
Yep.
to download this Proton link, so that it's interlinked with your mobile phone.
Ooh. The only car with these type of function where allows you, when you're at home, you know, you can check the status of your car and things like that. Guys moving. It's only BMW with their BMW Connected Drive. Okay. Other than that, I don't think any other car brand in Malaysia has anything like this. Now this is a 6-speed auto, like I mentioned just now. So again, in stop-go traffic, it will not be as smooth as a CVT. Oh, so the sport mode, you press once to activate, you press once to deactivate. Yeah, it's very smooth, very comfortable car. Okay, I don't have to say anything already. Remember when I first saw this car, when Proton did a preview, but that doesn't allow us to take any picture and all that, I said it feels like a premium car. It is a premium car. Take away the take away the badge, the technology that you're getting, the seats, the comfort, the level of soundproofing, the behavior of the car, the demeanor of the car when you're driving. This is a premium car. It's quieter than that guy's C-Class. Look at the guy. He drove a C-Class here to check out the X70. Now he goes home. If he has already driven the X70, right, he go up to his car, right, he will be like, why is my Mercedes-Benz noisier? And you don't need to buy the top spec to enjoy the features of the GKUI. Look at Mercedes-Benz and BMW, right? You know why they stuck the screen on top of here? Because they only prepare one mounting point, and then if you're richer, you get a larger screen. You get a poorer, you get a smaller screen, and they just stuck it on top. They don't have to mold different dashboards for that. So this one, you buy the 99K or the 120K, you get the full works of it, basically.
And then also the window, the ventilation also can be set to be activated. The moment you lock the vehicle, the window will be lower down certain inches, and then to keep the hot air ventilate out.
Oh.
And then when it is rain, and then
Hey bro.
when it's rain, when the windscreen sensor detect it, all this window will automatically wind up.
Oh shit, man!
Wait, what?
Okay, you can set the car, right? Whereby after you park,
Okay, we're not recording. Okay, set the car after you park.
After you park, the windows will come down a little bit, right? To let the car vent off the hot air.
Okay.
Exactly like now, right?
Yep.
But even at that point of time, the rain sensors are still functioning, so that when it starts raining, the windows will go up.
What the hell?
Germans learn.
And
Mind blown.
And if you feel it's unsecure to have the window wind down a little bit, you can deactivate the function if you don't want it.
Everything can be
All this,
deactivated.
yes.
No, this shows one thing, you know, they put in so much effort. See, a lot of cars, right, like what I mentioned just now, the CAN bus and all that, a lot of cars already connected all this into their infotainment system, but they did not give further thoughts to integrate this further, to improve more function. Just look at iPhone, right? iPhone, they have all that, but they just stay on their laurels. They did not improve it further. Then you look at Samsung, what Samsung does with their phone, the kind of function that you can do is crazy, and these guys are doing the same thing as well. What other things that I will get surprised? You know the window, you can mention which window to open down, right?
With a high Proton. Oh. Specifically.
Just now, pass by the toll booth. Open driver side window. Only this one open.
Oh. You drove already?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Drove one round and back already.
We can go another round again.
Okay.
Cannot compare to CS5. The engine drivetrain pairing. You see, there are a lot of things that I already expected. This car. People ask me, like what am I expecting lah? I do not expect it to, even in terms of dynamism, handling, cornering, blah blah, drivetrain pairing, these type of things, right? I would not expect it to
match up to the CX5.
No way. Because if Mazda's peer in Japan, if Mazda's do you have a go card? Sorry. Oh, thank you. If Mazda's peer in Japan cannot figure out the things that they do, you don't expect
I think it's not embarrassing to be
Proton.
second best to Mazda in this sense.
It's not second best to
Yeah.
Mazda even. It's not bad, but how do I explain this? This feels like the kind of pairing from a good car maker 5-6 years ago.
Yeah.
Because the auto transmission is not like the newest ZF 8-speed, the really fast torque converter type, more advanced one. It's not. It's just a very anyone who drives a Toyota with your 4-speed auto, this behaves exactly like that, except that this is 6-speed. The old 4-speed auto in Toyota, it's smooth. It takes its time to change gear. It's smooth. It takes its time to downshift. This feels like that, but you have 6 gears. Alright.
And it helps that you are driving it with an engine that is that has good enough torque.
Okay. Oh, it even that's the blind spot warning. Not just there, but it shows up on the screen here as well.
Oh wow.
Lovely.
Oh,
it shows a X70 with a car behind and an exclamation mark.
Oh. The things you can do with software. So we are doing
150 km/h. This is no Audi.
Nope.
Alright? It's not Audi level of soundproofing. But very commendable, I would say.
What about the stability, right?
Very stable.
From where I am, it feels good, right?
Very stable. The suspension and all that. Again, like my observation is made to drive daily city highway. Comfortable. I like the throttle pedal.
It's a floor hinge. Oh no, it's top hinge.
No, it's top hinge, but there's no looseness to it.
None
of the operations down here, right? There's any loose feeling? No, it's not.
Like what you say, like it's a very creamy kind of feel. You feel that along the whole length of the travel, right? There is that tactile feedback towards you.
Okay. Now the most important thing. Everybody knows Proton makes very sporty handling cars. Is that in this? Nope. This is mature, comfortable. I can only say comfortable and comfortable and comfortable. It's really comfortable. It's not clumsy. It's just tidy. Very decent handling. These are the things that people want. I turn right again. Go straight. Go straight. So there you have it. Okay. If you are used to the type of but in terms of suspension pliancy, is there? Is there?
It is good. I mean,
suspension pliancy is really good.
I mean, this showroom, right? We are in Kampung Melayu.
The roads are really bad.
The roads here are really bad. And it hardly, the suspension really felt like it was built for this kind of roads.
Con is like, Bobby is crying shit already. Okay, it's alright.
You say it's not sporty, but I think it took the corner fairly well.
It's tidy. It can do these things. But it's not its priority.
Yes, I think that's important to establish.
Yes,
right.
It's like you can have a very good driving skill, but you're fetching your mother-in-law.
Yes.
You get what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yes.
Better behave, that type.
Yes.
So if you buy the premium, you get the higher rated tires, the Continental tires, which are good. This chunk has been in cars for how many years, right? No one thought to put an ionizer inside. They place an ionizer there, and my phone is here charging. Damn. I believe it's a fast charger, because just now was 80 plus, now 90 plus.
I think those who buy the lower spec cars
see, for you, you don't have a problem with leather or not, right? But me, Beng, fan, we must be in leather seat cars because our nose are sensitive. Alright guys, that's the driving impression of the X70. I am impressed, very impressed. So this morning my sister got married, damn tired, early wake up, then I was sleeping, and then Con called, hey bro, I want to drive the X70. I was like, what? Then he said, we called 1x14S, and then we're here at Setia Gemilang Auto, and we just, yeah. So that's Con. He did his drive already. That's his E39, his prized possession. This is the first time that you guys, any one of you guys, are seeing this crazy contraption that I just built off my S4. Anyway, so I just drove this car, the X70. What are my impressions? Damn, man. First and foremost, it is set up to be extremely comfortable. So it's a luxurious car, comfortable car, cruising car. It's not a sporty car. So you cannot compare this to a Mazda CX-5, right? I go Genting run, the Mazda CX-5 will leave this in the dust the same way it will leave a CR-V or whatever. So all of us remember fondly of Proton's ride and handling capabilities. The ride is there, the handling wasn't the priority now. This car is a grown-up, it's a mature car. It is in every bit when you drive it, right? It feels like a premium car. It was so quiet, and all that, and everything, all the operations, all the controls, everything feels dampened. So it feels like a premium car. Feels like a Volkswagen. In certain ways, it feels even more refined in certain things. All right. So it's not one where like old Protons where you throw it into corner after corner and then you smile. No, it's no longer that type. But it's very stable. Yeah, it's very E39 in certain ways. It is very E39, right? It's not the really sporty, sharp pinpoint that type, but yeah, a kind of old school luxury car that we have here. I'm impressed. So far, most of the people are picking up the red color and the grey color, but my personal color that I like is the white. See that? The white. And I think the brown is really not bad. The brown is a very nice color. It lasts. Okay? So yeah, I think that's about it. I'm happy that I've driven it. Now I need to rush home. I have a wedding dinner to go tonight. Cheers.